When I say green, I mean like fucking Nebraska, wagon wheels on the prairie, and other things that can't be appreciated until you're really far away and they come up as points of reference. I don't know what Nebraska looks like. I've never been. When I say Nebraska, I mean the idea of, the way an ex-girlfriend of mine once talked about the idea of a gun. But guns are not ideas. They are not things to which comparisons are made. They are one weight in my hand when the little boy crests the green hill, and the possibilities of shooting him or not extend out from me like the spokes of a wheel. The hills are not green anymore, and in my mind they never were. Though when I say they were, I mean I'm talking about reality. I appreciate that too, knowing the hills were green, knowing someone else has paid him for his scavenging, one less exploding thing beneath our feet. I appreciate the fact that for at least one day I don't have to decide between dying and shooting a little boy. Inheritance. It is useful to be in love with useless things. The old pear cactuses that withered in our yard when we were young, I loved. Among other things, I loved the clear glass bottle of Old Milwaukee that you threw from the window of your car into the garbage can when you came home. Loved the way it broke into a dozen broken pieces and the way a dozen more surrounded them like constellations. Loved what dignity there seemed to be in the way that any single thing that orbits gives up on being more than needed for a while. Once I loved an old man, too, who had no use for useless things, like this poem, which might be out there spinning with him anyway.